The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. I have like a genuine concern. Like, this is coming out of a place of care. Are anime fans okay? Are y'all okay? Tell the truth, are y'all okay? We need to figure this out. Hey y'all, it's Hariana and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana and welcome back to The Pirate Ship, also known as Hariana's Pirate Ship. I am the captain, you are not my first mate. I don't got the first mate because you want to know why. Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. No one's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana and I like to make content based on nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. If you're wondering why I'm dressed up like this is actually my Miraculous Ladybug Cyberpunk cosplay. I wore it this past weekend and I realized I didn't get any videos in it, so I put it back on right now. And why not get some more use out of it by making a video in it on YouTube? But I have some thoughts and opinions that I just want to express on my channel. As y'all guys know, like, most of the time my videos are me just getting on here and talking about what is on my mind, but lately I have been using Threads a lot. I don't really like fuck with Twitter like that no more. I mainly have just been on Threads just talking and about whatever and whatnot, and I do talk a bit about anime over there. I do talk a bit about just media and television and all that jazz over there, but there were like 3 different instances that occurred over like the last 2 weeks, and I have a genuine concern. Are anime fans okay? Because the responses to what I have said were just very uncalled for, and I want to talk about it because I remember somebody had said something about how we are low-key in a meanness epidemic, and I agree, but we're also in an epidemic where people seem to think that if you say you're not interested in something, that is an attack on them. And no, like, I notice a lot of people don't know how to separate themselves from a piece of media that they love. And yeah, I want to get on here and talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about where I'm like, are anime fans okay? It has to be the Chainsaw Man femcel situation. Now, what the fuck even is that? That just sounded like a whole bunch of hot mess right there. But there is this one particular character that I see all the time. I will insert her right here. And I often see her like on social media and people are constantly saying that she is a femcel. And I was like, huh? Like, because I recognize the art style and I recognize that it was Chainsaw Man. Mind you, I'm not interested in Chainsaw Man. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to read that. Y'all got that? Because that's one thing a lot of anime fans will seem to get is when you say you're not interested in something and then they try to bargain with you and they try to persuade you to get into it. But if somebody's simply not into something, they're just not into it. But Chainsaw Man is something that just never really interests me. But I kept seeing this one girl, I kept seeing her with these damn pencil memes. And I was like, okay, what exactly is going on here? What's this? So I looked up the character and I did read like a bit of like her bio, but I still wasn't necessarily getting why people kept saying she was a femcel. Like, there are just certain memes out here and certain jokes out here that I just don't be getting. And y'all are talking to somebody that literally used to be on Tumblr all the time in 2010s. There are just some things that I just don't get. I'm getting older, okay? So yeah, I'm like, whatever y'all doing nowadays, y'all run with that. So I just had like a genuine question. I got on Threads and I was like, hey, people who watch Chainsaw Man, people who are fans of Chainsaw Man, who is this girl? And why do people keep saying she's a femcel? So I did get some nice responses of people just telling me why, like who she is and how she's actually one of the more better written characters in this series, and also how she hasn't been introduced in the anime yet, but she's still like present in the manga. And people talk about some of the things that she has done and that she has said, which is why people like write her off to be a femcel. A lot of Chainsaw Man fans, the ones that responded, like, you know, respectfully, they said that it may have to do with the fact that she doesn't necessarily like show interest in guys. That's most likely why people were saying that she was a femcel. They were also talking about how she can be a little bit harsh and all of that, but for overall, a lot of people really did seem to like this character. But I noticed there was like that Sukuna shit going on too with her, like, you know, Yuji and Sukuna. It looked like something going on here with her. But yeah, that's all I wanted to know. I just genuinely had a question because I was like, why does everybody keep saying that this girl's a femcel? This one guy literally starts going off on me. Like, he literally starts going off on me, and he's like, we need a gatekeep from y'all. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Get out of here, yada yada yada. And it was the nastiest response ever to me just asking a simple question about who this character was. That response was like not called for. I hit that block so quickly because I just couldn't really comprehend me asking a simple ass question about an anime and manga that I'm not necessarily interested in like that. Did not warrant such a hateful and nasty ass response. And I remember somebody had said something about how a lot of men can't handle the fact that a lot of like women like anime or are interested in the same things as them. For anybody that knows me knows that I'm not necessarily interested in a lot of series that are like Chainsaw Man. I'm not really super duper interested in shonen for the most part. Like, that's just something about me. That's just something a lot of people know about me. Usually on my channel, I usually try to focus more so on seinen and josei, and then even talking about shoujo a bit here and there. But I was just like, hey, just because I'm not into this one particular anime doesn't necessarily mean that I'm trying to invade into this space. I'm trying to like be like a horrible fucking person. I don't know. And I get people wanting to gatekeep anime to a certain extent. People don't want to feel as though people are like simply jumping on the bandwagon because liking anime is seen as like cool and trendy now. Mind you, my ass was over here watching anime on YouTube in the 2000s on the fucking computer. I remember somebody uploaded all of like the first Fruits Basket on there. I used to be watching anime on YouTube. That's how I watched Ojama Jo Thorami. Like, I was like, listen, my history with anime goes way back before 2020. Like, don't sit here and try to act like I don't know anything simply because I don't know much of anything about this one series right here. But yeah, I was just like, I don't understand how me asking a simple question like that just warranted such a hateful response. And from what I was getting, I was like, I get it. Chainsaw Man is a special series to you. It's special to you, but like, you yelling at me like this literally doesn't do anything to help the show. Like, I don't know, it just reminded me of that entire thing where you would like mention to a man that you like anime, and then he'll be like, name 5 anime of all time, name all the fucking characters in Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, hold on bro, sit down, sit your ass down, get the fuck out. Like, a lot of them, y'all just be acting like dickheads sometimes. Okay, moving on to the next thing where I was talking about on threads where I'm like, are anime fans okay? Is I said something along the lines of how I am just no longer interested in watching an anime or reading a manga if the setting is in middle school or high school. And that has to do with the fact that I am literally fucking grown. I am grown. I am college student. I literally work and pay bills. I have grown ass problems. Therefore, a lot of the works that I, want to engage with, a lot of the books I want to read, a lot of shows I want to watch, a lot of the films I want to watch, I would prefer if the characters were, close to my age or older. I've just gotten to a stage where I just kind of had enough of like teen media. I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of over it. Growing up, all I watched was fucking shoujo anime. I watched some shonen here and there. A lot of the Western series that I watched here, like live action and animated, weren't about adults. They were about teenagers. Like, even like Western animation is like severely lacking when it comes to adult animation. We really don't have, like, the only time Western animation needs a lot of work, first of all, but a lot of like the adult series over here, the majority of them are like more so comedy based. Every now and then we'll get a more like dramatic series, something that's a little bit more serious. It's a whole lot of can of worms to debacle and deal with, and that's the reason why so many Western animation fans go over to anime, because they're trying to see if they can find something that, isn't like over here. That's the reason why we be going over the stuff. There is stuff in Western animation that is not over in anime, and there is stuff in anime that's not in Western animation. It's okay. Like, you go where you want to go. But I just expressed, I was just like, hey, I'm just gotten to the age where if you recommend me a series and it takes place in middle school and high school, I'm just not going to have an interest in reading it. I'm not going to have an interest in watching it. And that's simply because I am tired of these stories. I want more works about, grown people. And people in the comments, there was someone that just didn't seem to get it. They were like, I actually disagree with this take. First of all, what do you mean you disagree with the take of me just preferring not to watch high school and middle school anime no more because I'm grown? Like, that is just me saying that I have outgrown this type of series. I have outgrown this setting in particular and want something else. Hey, you got that? They were like, I don't agree with this take because you're missing out on good stories. And I even said it myself. I don't necessarily care how good a story is. I'd rather watch something about adults. I'd rather watch something with older characters. That's the reason why most of the mangas I read now are josei, it's seinen. Like, there's a reason why I just go more towards like older works. The only works I really go to that like are that magical girl, the younger stuff, like the shoujo stuff, is stuff that I liked when I was younger, and I just go back to it because I'm feeling a bit nostalgic. Because I've recently been rereading Sugar Room. Like, I watched Sugar Room when I was younger, but I didn't read the manga, so I'm just not reading the manga. But that is something that I loved back then, and I'm just simply revisiting it because it made me so happy back then. And I'm also a big fan of the mangaka Moyoko Ano. Like, I love her work. I think I butchered her last name really, really bad. But me just simply expressing the reason why I'm not interested in these series anymore isn't a invitation for you to persuade me into trying to get back into these series. The main reason I literally was able to go to Jujutsu Kaisen is because Jujutsu Kaisen has a good balance with its high school characters and then its adult characters. There's actually a good fucking balance right there with that. And that's the reason why I was able to do Jujutsu Kaisen. Mind you, Jujutsu Kaisen is something that I really got into simply because I like the characters more than I like the story. It is rare for me to be into a battle shonen. Okay, y'all got that? But it's just irritating because I am just sitting here talking about how I don't relate to these stories no more, or I used to relate to them and I'm tired, I want something new. And you have people just simply over here going off on you for not wanting to watch something and or not wanting to read something, because there were other people in the thread that replied and told me that they understood where I was coming from because they feel the same way too. As somebody, like, they're all people that were anime fans growing up, realizing that they want something else now. And a lot of that frustration just comes from the fact that most of the series that get anime adaptations are fucking shonen. A lot of the series that get anime adaptations, that get the most manga runs, they're shonen. They take place in middle school and high school. Like, that's just like the gist of it. That is like what gets out the most. That is usually the stuff that is most popular. So it is a little harder to find seinen and josei because they're just not necessarily as popular as these high school and middle school based series. But people just seem to like not understand why people was frustrated with like, why? I just don't understand how people were getting mad about literal adults wanting to watch shows about people their age, close to their age, or older. That's just something that I just really couldn't comprehend. And the last little thing that irritated me about little anime fans, like, or the anime fans are okay, it has to do with the big three. As y'all already know, I said right here that I'm not necessarily into shonen, and a lot of people like to write off, because I actually had to block a dude too, by the way, because he straight up told me that I wasn't a real anime fan because I wasn't necessarily into shonen. I said people act like you're not a real anime fan if you're not into shonen, specifically battle shonen. And then I also mentioned that I've never seen any of the big three, and I'm not necessarily interested in watching or reading any of the big three, mainly because I just don't have the time or the energy for it. A lot of my friends watch these series, a lot of my friends read these series, and they're really, really interested. My friends have been trying to get me into One Piece for years, and it's just not working. Like, I just don't necessarily have an interest in One Piece, and that's okay. Like, they be like, we're gonna keep sending you shit to get you to watch One Piece, and I was like, one day, not today though, but mainly because they know I like pirates. Y'all know my entire brand is like a pirate ship. But I said I wasn't interested in the big three, and I'm not necessarily into shonen. And here's somebody in the comment section talking about you missing out. Y'all missing out because you're not interested in this. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go again. Why do y'all not understand that people are allowed to have different interests than you? People are allowed to have different interests than you. When it comes to anime, you don't have to watch Naruto. You don't have to watch fucking Bleach. You don't have to watch One Piece. You don't have to watch any of the super big series, by the way. You don't even have to fucking watch Dragon Ball. You don't have to watch Soul Eater. You don't even have to fucking watch Jujutsu Kaisen, as much as I love JJK. Not liking something that is like, you know, like super duper in the front doesn't make you any less of a fan than the other. But also, a lot of people just don't necessarily have interest in these stories, and that's okay. I don't have no interest in Naruto. I really don't give a fuck about a person that's training to be a ninja. I don't care. If I wanted to watch that, I'm gonna go watch Puka. I'm gonna go watch Puka, because that's literally entire Geru's entire storyline over there. I don't have no interest in Naruto. The female characters aren't well written from a lot of what I have seen people talk about, and yeah, I don't have an interest in that. Bleach, I have a really hard time trying to comprehend what even the fuck that is. People keep trying to get me into Bleach. My friends keep trying to, like, I have some friends that keep trying to get me into Bleach. I've had a friend straight up tell me that they don't even think I would like Bleach. They were like, the characters have great designs, but I don't even think you would like them. And I don't necessarily cosplay from things that I have never seen. I don't cosplay from things that I'm not familiar with. That one character in Bleach that was like the green outfit, I think that's a super cute fit. I think that's a cute cosplay, but I just don't have no interest in Bleach. I can't tell you what the fuck that shit is about. I don't have no interest in it. And then, like I said Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. I just don't have the emotional bandwidth to get into One Piece. I don't have the time to get into One Piece. I don't have the energy to get invested into it. It's too long. I got bills to pay. I got shit to do. Like, I'm grown. I just don't have the energy to get into One Piece. Maybe if I was younger, I probably could have gotten to it when it wasn't like as long as it is now compared to then. But I just simply just can't find myself to care. I remember my friend Chalixion on the YouTube channel Chalixion. He was trying to get me into One Piece, and I pulled up like the manga to like read on my phone. I saw chapter 0 out of it was long as hell, and I was like, listen, this about like Homestuck. I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't have the time. I was like, I'm sorry. I know you love this. I know you adore this, but I just simply don't have the time to get into it. And a lot of the people in the comment section were very respectful, talking about how, yeah, I'm not really interested in the big three either, and I tried to give them a chances. I'm not really into battle shonen either, but there's just so many different types of anime to go around. There's so many different mangas to go around. I've recently read a really good manga called Haru's Curse. Loved it. It was very, very well done. Like, I was actually boo-hoo crying after I finished reading it. But it's just, are anime fans okay? And like, we know the answer is no, but it's just, I don't know what it is with like this particular like type of fandom. Like, it's not an attack on you if somebody doesn't like what you like. It also isn't an attack on you either if a woman finds interest in like the same type of show that you like too. it's not an attack on you. If somebody prefers josei over shoujo, or josei over seinen, or seinen over shonen. I prefer seinen over shonen. Like, I love me some Black Lagoon and Gangsta, okay? I love those two series right there. They're both well done seinen. Everybody knows Gangsta is my favorite anime and manga of all time. That's my shit. Right behind Ojamajo Doremi. Like, Ojamajo Doremi is my favorite childhood anime. My favorite adult anime is Gangsta. But I just want to get on here and express some irritation that I had with this. Let me know in y'all comments down below, okay? This was just one of those videos where I just wanted to get on here and just run my mouth and rant and yap a little bit. But yeah, I hope this video wasn't too long for you for what I want to get on here and talk about. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day, night, or whatever time of the day you chose to watch this video. I'm just thankful that you watched it with the ads on. All right, thank you. Goodbye.